Welcome back, everyone, to the NFL on EA Sports. Still early in this one as we pick up the action here in the first quarter. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Purdy setting up that play action. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. A gain of 15 there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On 4th down, looks like the 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. The Panthers, then running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock. A safety, really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Young. Escapes the pocket. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
7 yards. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Chased out to his right. We have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Young working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Sam Martin on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Purdy. He'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Robinson on the inside give. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down throw by Purdy. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Play action now. Purdy. Batted away at the line. Incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Here's Purdy to throw. Dump off Popeye's back. Shoves him off. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Garindo. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Off the play fake, Purdy. Look at this, here he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
17. Panthers 14.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Young to throw it. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 44.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. But a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On the draw, it's Dowdle. He's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards.
If you really study the great teams when it comes to running that play, that draw concept, watch the offensive line's pad level. Those defenders, those linebackers, they're looking for cues and tells. That offensive line gives it away, that play gets hit in the mouth. Instead, well, this guy sold it just perfectly, and the yards follow.
Cops, this is Xavier Leggett. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. The handoff for Dowdle, running right. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
14 more yards. And the Panthers.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
49ers 17.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Gorindo to return it. Jukes away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Now up comes the San Francisco offense. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Purdy on the play action. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap for Purdy. They'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 43. From the gun is Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
This one's quickly to Jennings. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. To the air again. Purdy. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. A 6-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Again, it's Brock Purdy. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Working inside the red zone. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. Throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Well, Brock, a lot of scoring so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi's Stadium in just a moment. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. To throw again, it's Purdy. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The 49ers get some late points and the lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can extend a play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Niners 24, Panthers 21.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and running back Rico Dowdle back out now. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Young. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Young working from the gun. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Sam Martin not again now to punt it away. D for the 49ers is Sky Moore. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
2nd down now. They need 7. Here's Young again. Downfield. He's got McMillan. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 34 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone on 1st. That's complete. Dialing up McMillan again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Sticking to the air, it's Young. He slides down inside the 5-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Young throwing here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Young. Open way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the 1st down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing the touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on 4th down. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through. And it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive. Paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the 2nd half as well.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the third quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Gorindo to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. We'll see the San Francisco offense first this half as they're headed out now. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Putting a receiver in motion. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Pass complete to Robinson. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down San Francisco.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
There's a counter give to Robinson. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
42-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on second. From the gun is Purdy. Big gain. Has them across the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They get 19 on that pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First and 10, around to Robinson. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They'll motion him out of the backfield. 2nd and manageable. He's throwing. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Shotgun snap to get to Robinson. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down run gets them 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. With him dive up the middle. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He brings it in. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. He runs it across. Touchdown. The 49ers take the lead right away in half number 2. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback, powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school Smashmouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 24.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Covered with a return here. down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Never ever a great look when your quarterback's picking himself up a few seconds into a drive. They're going to need a lot more fight on 2nd down and a whole lot of yardage to get this back on track.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Young to throw it. This is Legette working the left side. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
For a Panthers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And a Panther first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Panthers first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Young to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. From the pistol, it's Young. It is Cup, left side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Complete to number 18. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Niners' 33-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go with Dowdle on a run. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, Panthers.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Completed over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Has room into the secondary. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game up.
31.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Moore with a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the 49ers on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Fall forward, and I think you've got this first down, Brock. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Off the play fake, Purdy. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps the defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Play action now with Purdy. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Complete left side there to Jennings. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Robinson. He's still going to the 30. He gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tackle made on the play by the rookie from Texas A&M. That's Nick Scorton.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Another carry for Robinson. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro on the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. This one from 42 yards out. Pinheiro's kick is good. And they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. This makes it up to the 25. The Panthers offense and Tedero McMillan headed out there now. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Young. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Dump off caught by his back. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Hubbard. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. That goes for a gain of just 1. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
And we're barely into this quarter, Kate, and already a tied game, a whole new game. Starting from this point, every single possession will be a premium.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Window to return it. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy to throw it. They'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. Now we'll get a stoppage for an injured player as they head out to check on, looks like an injured Panther. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. That 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was brought down by Trevin Wallace. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd. Running back sent in motion. Purdy out of the gun on 3rd down. Pass brought in by Jennings. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll gets 16 yards on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 47.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Here's Robinson up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Purdy will sneak it, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
We've set it downs from 37. Going right side, Robinson with it. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Staying with Robinson. And a decent run gets about 4. It's going to be 3rd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Motioning him from the slot right. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson. Running in the red zone. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior, 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up at 2nd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. Throws caught. And that play is brought to a halt. They're going to say at the 5-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. From the gun is Purdy. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. Boy, they had the look, Brock, and they just missed a touchdown as the throw put them a little bit too close to the edge of that end zone.
Handle priority number 1, that's to catch it and secure it. Unfortunately, did not leave enough room to land his feet in the end zone, despite what was really a tremendous effort.
Cracking for it, and it's good!
That field goal gives them the lead for the moment, Kate, but you don't feel comfortable when you look up at that scoreboard. This one isn't over, and that lead certainly isn't safe.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Covered with a return here. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. New set of downs for him from the 31. To the air on first down. Young. That's too close to the sideline, and it's going to be out of bounds.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Young. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And going play action. Young. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Looking to throw. Young has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Third and long, Young. That's caught for the 1st. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He finds Sanders, and he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know, kid. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st down. Pops up right away and signals 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, here's Young. Finds him on the crossing route. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead.
41, 49ers 37.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy throwing here. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. First down throw by Purdy. That's caught again. It's Kittle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Purdy on the play action. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds. That's gonna set up 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Robinson. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Yes, and everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Makes the catch. And he'll go down shy the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Back to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively, and they've made it 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's 4th and goal. They send the tight end in motion. Desperation time here. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Niners 44, Panthers 41.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Panthers and Tenero McMillan taking over once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're into the drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Panthers down by only 3. He'll look to throw it. Hits his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Now the 49ers getting set to go on offense. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going to pass it here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kid, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. He'll try to connect on a 50-yarder. Got all of it, and this is good. And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Hubbard with a return here. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Panthers offense and Teteroa McMillan headed out there now. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Throwing the out route complete. This one is stopped after about a 5-yard pickup. The tackle made it to 45. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To the air yet again. Young. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
You can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Here's Young again. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he goes. One final shot. This is for the ball game. Deflected. Oh, they couldn't bring it off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no. That's how this one's going to end. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And they're off to a good start in the... Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. Here's Sky Moore on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
At the 37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. Purdy setting up that play action. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Play action now. Purdy. To the left side and wheeled in by Kittle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Purdy. Kittle brings it in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. They kick the running back in motion. Purdy now on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. Play action now with Purdy. Finds his fullback. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. They'll work against the blitz. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. But they can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game. And that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, Purdy. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
So 4th down, and out heads the steady leg of Thomas Morstead to punt. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Watching Bryce Young at Alabama, he just made the game look so easy. One of those rare prospects where everything just feels like it's in slow motion and he's in total control. Well, fast forward to the NFL, and he took a beating early in his career. Everything must have felt like a blur. But there's no denying the promise he has as a quarterback, that high upside that made him the #1 pick overall.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Here's Dabble again. He brushed him off with ease. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Play action now, Young. He tucks it and takes off. And this is taken ahead to the 42. Bryce Huff in on the tackle.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. It's a design boot. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Dowdle. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. On the move, past the 40. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. He's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. On the ground again with Dowdle. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Young's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. Coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Young working from the gun. It's caught at the 4. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Moore with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And he takes it down to the 33. Give him 38 on that one. And that means it'll be 1st down, San Francisco.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st down throw by Purdy. Connects with the open man downfield. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball placed at the 7. It's 2nd and goal. Purdy on the play action. And he's got it for the touchdown. But while they celebrate, back near the line, we've got a flag, Brock, in the neighborhood we usually see holding.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. This one's quickly to Jennings. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Point after from Pinheiro is up and good. And the 49ers tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Sets a return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now for the second time, we take a look at this Panther offense. Now trying to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Young on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
They'll go with Dowdle on the run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Young. He's going to tuck it and run. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
I love that play. And that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
On 3rd down, it's Young. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd and 9 for their first play. Purdy setting up that play action. Brought in right side. And this gain almost goes all the way for that first down. He gets it up to the 26.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Purdy will sneak it. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Panthers set to take the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Dowdle can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Young looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Motioning one of the tight ends. Young to throw here on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down, Young. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, it's Young. On target to his back, Rico Dowdle. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
It's a gain of 20. And the Panthers, first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield. Turn a good play into a great play.
And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Here's a design run. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. A little bit surprised, Brock. They're in such good position to blow that one out. Figured their attention might still be a little bit focused on slowing down that passing game.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, but I think 2 things come to mind. Number 1, awareness. Awareness, they may hit him with the draw. And then number 2, great eyes to see it and react to it.
Young on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a second-quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Slow snap, and they're in to block it. And he's drugged down. It was a long shot after the block anyway, and they're unable to add anything on top of that touchdown.
You know, even on the best of snaps, the difference between a good kick and a block is really a fraction of a second. Kate, it's why we see those special teams coaches out there with a stopwatch, because they know every millisecond matters, and it just showed up right there.
After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Isaac Gorindo to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. I'm going to take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
1st and 10 from the 43. Going run again with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. And for the first time, one of his throws doesn't find a home. It's incomplete, but boy, what a streak he had to begin this game. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Scott slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap now to Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Fits it through the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
A gain on the play of 79 yards. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
A tight end in motion now. Hubbard. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
From the pistol, it's Young. On him quick, and they bring him down. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
A loss of 6 yards.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, Well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9. 3rd and long for him here. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Complete left side there to Jennings. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Trying it inside, give now with McCaffrey. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stick with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. That's the first down, and he's still going. And they take this in for the score. The 49ers making a field goal game. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Trevor Etienne to return this. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Dowdle. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. On the option, it's Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
And we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw here, 3rd down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from Levi Stadium in just a moment. To the air on 1st down, Young. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The big play, and that's him 17 yards. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Young on 1st and 10. On a quick slant, it's Legent. And they make the stop, we're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Slot man's in motion right. Here's Young again. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Jason Pinnock picks it. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Purdy throwing here. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, Purdy to throw. And he'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Thomas Morstead heading back out for the punt. Secures this at the 17. All right, so we're going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
At their own 22-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters as we throw to Scott Hanson with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Covered with a return here. Escapes the defender. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. New set of downs for him from the 31. Off the play fake, it's Young. Finds him on the crossing line. Shoves one away. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
The inside give to Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the Niners' 39-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Young. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Young's going to throw it. 3rd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, I know some old-school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a first down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. How valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one.
There we go, Dowdle. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're going to be sent off after the turnover on downs.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it, and now they get themselves off the field.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. On the ground, McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Play action now. Purdy. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Purdy throwing here on 1st. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. Motioning left is their running back. Purdy looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
It's a dime look defensively from the Panthers. Third down coming. Third and long for him here. Completed to his running back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Young on the play action. To the left side, Sanders has it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So third and short coming up from the 33.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Here's Dowdle again. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 3 yards.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They've got first down here from the 36. Now they send their back in motion right. Dumped off to his running back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
It's a loss of 2.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect with your teammates.
On third down, it's Young. Making the call himself. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10 now from the 46. On the counter, Dowdle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Out of the gun, Young. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Tyrone McMillan he was looking for. So they're left facing third and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Connecting on the slant. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force fourth downs just as they did.
He's back to throw. They connect for the first. And he's able to reach the 40s on that play. That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on fourth down.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
It's complete. Sanders has got it outright. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
To the air on 3rd and long. Has him on a quick hitter. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Field goal would have been 49 yards, Brock, but they want to go for this instead. Sanders running dead ahead. This is close, but I don't think he got there, Brock. The stop is made in time. They're turning this over on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Purdy on first down. Right side, and that's secured by Kittle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Are you kidding me? Just get worse.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
From the gun, McCaffrey. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Going to the ground again on first. He's stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The 49ers take a third-quarter lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown.
With that score, this is now a time where this defense is going to get on that sideline, look at each other and say, hey, we got to play this quarterback a whole lot more honest because he is doing damage with his legs.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the 49ers jump in front now by 5.
Panthers 16.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. To the air on 1st down. Young. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw. Young. Completed over the middle. And it's an excellent look to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Panthers.
Young working from the gun. Cut down the field. You get. And a 48 play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. And the QB just nailed it.
He'll try and run this. And Young with a smart move here on the slide as he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 26 more yards. That's another Panthers 1st down. first and goal, Carolina.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
That ball was out. Yeah, we lost it. And it looks like the offense got that one back. Yes, they did. They pounced on it inside the 10. Give them just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal. This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down. Young to throw it. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. On play action, here's Young. Trumbull with the ground. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
This could be the snap that decides this game. It's fourth and goal. Desperation time here. Catch is made in close. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
It's a turnover.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
'49ers to the line. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on their next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Going run again with McCaffrey. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down. Now following the play, one of the 49ers banged up. He's in some pain. We're going to pause here as he gets checked on. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. On the counter, McCaffrey. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And he gets it away from his end zone. Punt taken at midfield. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Carolina offense headed out now.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Now Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long for him here. And this is lofted deep down the middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off the defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. It's Hubbard again. And this time he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
The Panthers will line up for the...
I'm throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Panthers 24, 49ers 21.
Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now the San Francisco offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stick with McCaffrey. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Throw here, third down. It's on target to Moore. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the gun is Purdy. He's got Moore once again. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, Purdy to throw. To the left side, wheeled in by Kittle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Purdy setting up that play action. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
And motion the slot man right. Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Kittle makes the catch. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Purdy looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And he brings it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 4th-quarter lead. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing, and as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. What a great play.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Niners 28, Panthers 24.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Etienne. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup shoots away from one. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49ers side. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
And going play action, Young. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And that is exactly what you're looking for on a 1st down run. He picked up 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Young. Outright, Leggett makes the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Gain of 9 yards. That's another Panthers 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
31, 49ers 28.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And he's stopped on the run back of the 27. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Purdy on the play action. And it's Bourne with a catch outright. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line for second down. To throw again, it's Purdy. That one's complete, right side. And that will not be enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by a field goal. 3rd and just 2 to go. He'll throw it. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Here he is to throw. Looking for an open man. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
A big moment coming up for Eddie Pinheiro on this attempt. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Looking good, and it's through. And now this preseason game might be headed for a tie.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. This is reeled in by Leggett. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end.
It's a gain of 11.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
And a Panther first down.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
And this one doesn't go far.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Looking to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here's Young again. Finds him over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Receiver in motion, going left. To the air yet again, Young. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Been snubbed there defensively.
Throwing now. This to win the game. And he sails that one over the end zone. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Moore with a return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. So here come the 49ers on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down now, ball at the 33. First throw of overtime. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. On the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10 yards. And a 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Complete beyond the marker. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. That one hits for 30. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You can't start a fire without a spark. Well, how about a lightning bolt? What a huge gain that totally changes the tone of the drive.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the red zone on first. Oh, big interception here. And the Panthers surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. And motion a receiver left. Here's Young on 1st and 10. Tremble with the grab. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Connection made to Tremble. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Young working from the gun. He has it, but he can't hang on. No interception, incomplete. Oh, the impact that could have had on overtime. Instead, we move on to 3rd down.
You know, that is such a bummer because those are the moments you live for defensively. Those are all the reps you do in practice to get to that moment when the ball's in your hand to make that interception. He can't get it done. Now he's got to flush it and go make another play.
He's got it over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 8.
And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Motion man sent left. To the air on first down. Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking Xavier Leggette's way there. So it'll be 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And his man again, it's Leggett. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Panthers, first down.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Young on 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Panthers first.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Running back sent in motion left. Dumps it off to his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
2 yards on the
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Well, Brock, they're in range for a game-winning field goal, but the offense staying out there right now. It's 2nd down. The inside give to Dowdle. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped, though, right near the marker. Didn't get it. 3rd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. It all came down to the situation they hoped for, Brock. Ball in their QB's hands with a chance to win it, and he came through when it mattered most.
And all you really do and hope for in that moment, and when it arrives, is you got the right man under center for the job, and in this moment, he was that dude.
So it's the Panthers who take this one on the road. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Panthers are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.